Greetings everybody, Brian Singh here from Brian's Table, and today I am in Cotopaxi National Park in Ecuador. Yes, the second highest peak here in Ecuador after Chimborazo, but also maybe one of the highest peaks in the world when you think about it from the center of the earth. And we're just going to go and check out the lagoon, and also we're going to be doing a nature walk here and see a few sights in the park. I'm very excited to be here. This is one of the, Cotopaxi, when it comes down to people into mountaineering, this is one of the easier mountains to conquer, and it is quite high. It's almost 6,000 meters. And we're going to be going above 4,000 meters today. We're supposed to be topping out at about 4,200 meters, and I'm quite excited about that. So let's stay tuned for the adventure, tag along, and let's see what we see. Like a lot of these massive volcanoes, they have a fairly long entryway here as you work your way uphill, because they actually do have fairly gentle slopes until they do get to the summit. So park is quite well developed and the roads are great. So keep that in mind for your experience here. It's a little chilly up here, so I got the good old toque on. Let's get my bag behind me. It is quite windy here, and a little chilly. But you expect that on high mountains. And Andreas, the peak would be over there?
Excuse me, sir?
The peak would be over there.
Over there.
Okay. So, in that cloud mass there, the peak of Cotopaxi over there. It is a national park. Grab your mountain bike, and there's some great trails around here. So we're going to do a walk around Limpiopungo. Group of us here getting ready. And yes, there is that high altitude, bone-chilling cold that you have to get used to. One of the neat things about Ecuador is you have all these old cars. But the climate here, it's pretty forgiving, and there are cars here that are 50 years old on the roads and they're still running fine. A little bit of maintenance with the dry weather that you have here, and you're right on the equator. You can keep cars for a long time. I had to put on my gloves. Are there fish in these lagoons?
Yeah.
And over there we have which peaks again?
Rumiñahui volcano. So not right here. Do you see it right there? The rocky parts?
Right.
Great. So there we have the central, the southern, and the northern peak. We have 3 peaks over there.
Okay.
Rumiñahui volcano is about 4,000 meters, 4,500 meters, depending on which peak you are.
And is it part of the master Cotopaxi system?
Not really.
So they're volcanoes on their own?
Totally different, yeah. It is a volcano. Right there we have the Rumiñahui, which is north, and Cotopaxi south.
Okay.
Are the birds that we have here on National Park Cotopaxi. One of the most special birds that we have here is the caracara.
.5 kilometers is this trail. And the 2.5 kilometers here is the loop. What is amazing is, I'm going to say that the peak is now starting to open up a bit more, right? As the cloud cover is making its way out, and you can make out bits of the peak right there through the clouds. Come on, clouds, burn off, because you can actually see the outline of the mountain in there. So behind me, Cotopaxi, and we're hoping that the clouds do burn off here. Again, not every day you're going to get a clear view of the peak. So we are right here on this path, and there's a glacial flow coming off of Cotopaxi. And what's the other one?
Rumiñahui.
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 Gonna do a little sidetrack off the path for a few minutes, see what that's like. I'm loving the views from here. The other thing too, I'm just kind of blown away is when you see the slopes of the Cotopaxi, and then you start to see the peak open up, and you get a sense of its own little ecosystem up there and its own little weather system being shrouded in clouds. It's quite something. Does the equatorial Gulf Stream come close to the mountaintops?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you get some very high-speed winds up here, 200 kilometers. Right. Okay. Yeah, because once that jet stream comes through, that is crazy. It's trying to open up. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. You can make out the top of the peak in the clouds right there. Almost 6,000 meters right there. It's what makes life worth living, when you see such majestic beauty. And we had a bit of a turnaround spot here. And this creek here, is this another one that is?
From the Rumiñahui.
So this is only from the Rumiñahui?
Yeah, this is coming from Rumiñahui. The water in front of us that is coming down that volcano, obviously, is from waters from the Cotopaxi volcano.
Right. And we're at about 4,200 meters here?
Now we are
4,000 meters. So just about 13,000 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Obviously from some angles you get a better view of the mountain. And one thing that you have to keep in mind when you're at high altitude, that sun is very intense. I've done a lot of trekking between 2,000 and 3,000 meters, which is fairly comfortable, but here at 4,000 meters, you do feel it just a little bit more. And we have another creek here from Rumiñahui, feeding the lagoon. And this seems to be the highest, one of the higher points of the walk. And Cotopaxi,
Going down.
shrouded in clouds.
Yep.
Just magnificent views of high altitude alpine meadows here. So the two top climbing seasons here are, January and February, and then June to August.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so plan your trip accordingly. I do feel a little bit sad when I lose sight of the actual peak of Cotopaxi, what I'm here for, and it is beautiful. It is a beautiful example of a conical volcano. Again, Ecuador, on the edge of the Ring of Fire, Pacific Ring of Fire. So it is never quite dormant, and there's a chain of volcanoes going from north to south here in Ecuador. And, oh look, they got fish down there. And I'm gonna guess this is very good fresh water to drink.
Absolutely,
Right.
yes. It's the most virgin water that you can drink.
I noticed that there's a little trail down to the water there.
Yep. Water.
If Coca-Cola discovered that they can get the pure water up there, I bet you they'd find some way to get it.
It'll be called Coca-Cola Peak.
Coca-Cola Peak.
They buy naming rights.
Yes, and take away all the rights from everybody else so they can have access to it.
Don't get any ideas.
So if anybody from Coca-Cola is watching, don't get any ideas. One of the things in the Rockies, when spring is on, and you get, there's a window of about 2 to 3 weeks, the meadows are all covered with wildflowers. Everybody wave. Look at that, right off in the distance. The clouds are starting to break up, and we are getting a good view of the peak. Right there. Right there you can see the top of Cotopaxi. There's some things I never get tired of seeing, and I never get tired of seeing high altitude snow-capped mountains. It's one of the reasons why I do love coming down to South America. Oddly enough, compared to the Himalayas, where you can actually do a lot of high altitude trekking, your starting point in South America and where you hang out is often more than what you would experience if you go on a Himalayan hike. And I think that these would be amongst, way higher than the Rockies as well. But Another thing that's also interesting, and this is going back to some work I did with the Yellowstone to Yukon Conservation Initiative, this is also a wildlife corridor that goes north to south. And there's a migration of animals that go back and forth, north and south. So I was very privileged to live in one of the best connected wildlife corridors in the world when I was living out in Calgary. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep. Keep pushing that cloud that way. Keep pushing that cloud that way. The Andes are a very interesting combination of these mountains that were forced up by geological activity because of the plate tectonics. But also because of the plate tectonics, you have access to magma. So there is a mix of these rocky type mountains with volcanic mountains. And it is a wonderful thing to witness because they're interspersed. Some areas are more volcanic than others. So if you are into mountaineering and wanting to see just incredible mountains, the Andes, oddly enough, are a great place to come and see this. The mountains cap off at just under 7,000 feet. You have Aconcagua, which is in Argentina, but there are numerous peaks over 6,000 meters in that vicinity and also in Peru. And if you go up to the coast, and it goes all the way up to the coast of Caribbean coast. So in the interior of Venezuela, there's a mountain that's over 5,000 meters. There's a small glacier up there, believe it or not, as well as there's a massive volcano on the coast of Colombia. That is quite the snow cover on it. I think that's about the best view we've had so far. It is quite majestic, isn't it? And what I love is, just so you walk a little bit, it looks a little bit different. Between the clouds, it just looks a little bit different. The cloud shrouding looks a little bit different each time. Just incredible. So apparently you can go trekking on those mountains up there, and you can summit that peak, let's see, over there. And one of the things that our guide was telling us, Andres, was saying that you could do a ridge walk over there. I love ridge walks, and I'm already starting to think about coming back to Ecuador. Apparently you could actually summit a lot of these peaks quite easily, and some of them without any technical equipment, which is very exciting to me. Who knows? I may be the subject of another video. Endemic deer to this area. So we're here at the Interpretation Center. Oh, these are alpacas. Oh, aren't you the cutest alpacas? Alpacas look like mini llamas, just gotta say. So this is a zone where the lava flow comes through? Okay.
The lava with
Yeah.
the mud.
Yes. Because any time that you have a volcanic explosion, you get a lot of mud because of the melting of the glaciers. And there's another trek here if you wanted to do. Oh yes. This is what this is. So this is how gravity and the landscape works, and also how erosion works. So if ever there's an eruption, there's going to be a massive flow of mud as well as lava. And Cotopaxi is right there.
Excuse me, sir?
Very nice diorama.
Yeah,
So this is where we were.
we were there in Limpiopungo Lagoon. This one is Saint Dominic Lagoon.
And the hut is here, and that will...
That would be the refuge. So the cars could come here up to the refuge. There is the parking, and then you are climbing.
So where the flag is the refuge?
Correct.
Wow, you could drive up very far.
Yeah, you as a told you, the refuge is 4,800 meters above the sea level. So you are climbing
Another 1,000
another
meters.
1,100.
And that wraps up the interpretation center. Really handy to actually go and take a look at what's there. It helps bring a lot of context to what you see on the volcano, but also appreciation for, the mountain dictates what the mountain dictates. And if you think that you're going to beat the mountain, no, the mountain will take care of you in good and very uncomfortable ways. And yes, people still do die on the mountains here. Bye, alpacas. We have the welcoming committee. Are you part of the welcoming committee too? Gonna wrap up a Cotopaxi visit. We had a stop at one of these haciendas here in Ecuador. Interesting setup, very Spanish and very colonial. And we're gonna have lunch here. Oh, look at this. It looks like I have an inn here. There's accommodations as well?
Yeah.
So this used to be an Inca temple, and they built the hacienda on top of it. What a very interesting place. Also, it's an accommodation. What a lovely setting. A fountain in the center here. Nice fire going on here. Let's start this. So it says cinnamon.
Canelazo with naranjilla juice,
See?
water, and boiled water with cinnamon cloves.
Okay. Sounds delicious.
Yes, it's perfect kind of water.
Yes. So that's persimmon. Persimmon? The fruit.
It's,
Yeah, this is the persimmon.
no,
Okay. Okay.
sugar cane.
Oh no, it's okay.
Without sugar.
Without sugar cane, por favor.
I'll have it plain. Oh, that is with, okay.
Yeah.
It's with rum.
Yes. Sin cano, por favor. Gracias. Persimmon, cloves, and cinnamon. It smells delightful. It smells exactly like what you want to be drinking in cool weather. I was told I have to check out the bathroom. Baño. Oh wow. Look at this. I love this artwork. Kind of makes you don't want to leave here. And an old clawfoot tub which is on rollers. Surprises show up in places where you least expect. This is very special. The view of the garden is delightful. I don't want to touch anything. And I do love the old service for the soup here. So this is a soup with a corn dumpling with meat in it and cheese. And Kim is having some cow heel soup, and it is spectacular. And Grace, who doesn't eat pork or beef, has got a creative dish of having wine. And Dar's having the same thing as I am.
Yes, yes.
You see how they serve the pork, and you have to have the.
There's an egg.
They also have the little onion condiment that's supposed to go with the pork too. Look at that. Fresh quail egg. I gotta do that. Salmon, barley, and veggies. Looks like it has beans in it. So I ordered the chicken. You know, typically you'd think that'd be the throwaway dish. It's anything but. That is locally raised chicken, and it is bursting with chicken flavor. Comes with a ratatouille and a bit of barley, and that That's one very delicious meal.
You want a nice picture?
We get to feed llamas with zanahoria. Hello. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
He's alright.
I guess the big ones are hungrier.
They're also greedy. Sedative, aren't you? No. Look at me. Okay, here you go. You're very busy. That was totally unexpected, and that was a lot of fun. Feeding the llamas carrots. And I never thought that would be so much fun. And after a fantastic meal, highly unexpected with very fresh and very local food, and the delight of feeding llamas, I'm going to sign off here. It's been a fantastic day. I got to see Cotopaxi and be in this almost 600-year-old hacienda built by the Incas originally, and just a very rich day. Couldn't ask for a better day. And the weather has been fantastic. And again, just seeing Cotopaxi in real life, love it. Okay, folks, signing off here. Thanks again for watching. Again, go out there, taste the world.